Loveline is meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew.
I'm not modeling anymore for the two of you.
Loveline.
Yes, it is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician. Tonight our guest is veteran stand-up comedian and actor Bobby Slayton.
Oh, boy. Hello, fellas. How are you?
Good to see you, Bobby. Bobby is here promoting, amongst other things, his improv appearance, 15th through the 19th of March. It's Irvine Improv.
And, of course, the next week at D.C. But more important, fellas, I'm not here to promote. I'm here to see you. I'm here to talk to the young people about sex. I know that everybody comes on here to promote their CDs and what they do. We can get to that later. But more important, I know you guys are a little jaded. You've talked to a lot of people. And I'm here to help you out today. Because let me explain something to you. The last time I did the show was years ago, Adam, before you were on board. And the only time I really get to listen to the show is like when I'm driving back from Irvine, the Improv, which, by the way, I'll be playing next weekend, like you mentioned.
15th through the 19th.
There you go. And every Sunday night, I'll do my show, and I'll be driving back about 10 o'clock at night. And I'll always put the show on. And I got to give Dr. Drew a lot of credit because, you know, you really do give people advice. And it's amazing to me because some of these people that call up, this is why I can never, of course, you're a doctor. You have that kind of, you know, the diploma right there on the wall. But it's amazing to me. When I was a teenager.
Right here.
Yeah, right there. When I was a teenager, you know what? I'll be the first to admit, I didn't know that much about sex. And I've been married 12 years, and I probably still don't know all there is. But you get some of these retards that call up, and it's amazing to me that, you know, you get like some girl call up. You know, me and my boyfriend had phone sex, and he had an orgasm, and if he's in another city, can I get pregnant? And you'll sit there and you'll talk to these people. It's amazing to me. That
I do, but Adam doesn't.
I know he doesn't. I love these. But that's why you're here. Sort of like, you know, he's Siegfried, you're Roy. You need that counterbalance between the two of you.
We have that kind of relationship?
Yes.
Wait a minute. I'm Siegfried? Which one of us is Siegfried?
Roy.
I think which one is Siegfried? Is he the blonde-head one? I'm not sure.
One of them's gay. That's what I hear. That's what the rumor is.
So now, you guys know, you're going to cover any particular subject tonight, or just basically take phone calls and let people talk about whatever they want to talk about?
Here they are.
Well, Bobby, there they are. They're up on the screen, and Drew puts his little stick-em arrow to the one he wants me to push, and I push it.
Uh-huh.
I have difficulty reading, and sometimes I get distracted, so I let him read it, and I just trust his poor judgment. So, for instance, I see it pointing to line 5 with Sarah, who's 19, and we'll find out what her problem is. Sarah?
Hi, yeah, there's a guy that I work with. He is my boss. I only work every so often for this place, but
What kind of place is it?
it's like a park district.
A what?
A park district.
You mean like an administrative office?
Sort of.
No. She walks around with this stick with a nail at the end of it, picking
No.
up garbage. She only shows up like after the fair and stuff like that. Is that what you're saying?
No, he's actually, he's big on administrative.
And what do you do for them?
I help with the kids. I'm a volunteer program assistant,
Okay.
and I do a lot of other stuff,
All right.
like inclusion stuff. Anyway, the thing is that, you know, I'm 19, and he is between, I don't know if he's 31 or 32, but we do flirt, and we rub up against each other, and I really do like him.
Yeah.
And I really want to get together with him, but the people that I work with do not like him. Like, the close people that I'm with really do not like him.
Why
What do
not?
they say?
They think he's really weird.
Yeah.
They think there's something going on with
Yeah,
him.
but shouldn't you trust them? I mean, they work with him every day. You just see him once a month.
Well, yeah, yes and no, because I don't know. They're just,
All right. Is he married?
no,
No. And you're not married?
no,
You're both single.
yeah.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. Even if they were exactly the same age, I would have a problem with this.
Why?
And-
She
and while
shows
she's
up
at work-
once a month and hands out a utility ball to some retarded kid. Come on.
A, he's responsible for kids. B,
He's responsible for kids.
No, he said, yeah, he is. He is. And
Oh, he's very big responsible. He just won an award here.
There you go.
rubbing up against a 19-year-old employee, which he's responsible for, supervisory capacity. I mean, this is outside the box behavior.
He was a recipient of the Golden Retainer Medallion, which is given out to outstanding Park Service employees.
Well,
each year.
what's your family of origin like, Sarah?
Oh, well, I'll put it this way. I've called your show like 5 times.
Okay. Well,
bad.
give us the thumbnail.
My dad's alcoholic. Dad's gone. Mom's really screwed up in the head. Adam hates her.
How do you know that?
Because Adam said he hates her.
For what? What led him to?
That was privately. That wasn't over the air. That was last weekend.
What led to him concluding that she was a?
Well, I was sexually abused as a kid, and by a cousin, and my mom told me that it would be okay. I wouldn't have to see him again.
I remember this.
Yeah. All right, Sarah, we don't trust your instincts.
Okay.
All right, so this guy is weird. It's only because you're so whacked out that you're attracted to him.
And it's so, and I'm trying so much to do well, and it's like, I just don't know. Something just comes over me, and I just like freak out, and my head goes 240.
Okay, listen to me. If you are attracted to someone, do not get near them. You understand? That's the rule. That's how it goes. No, that's it. You know, some people are like horrible gamblers. So you say to them, what are you putting your money on, red or black? And they go red, and you go, good, I'm going with black. You know what I'm talking about? You go the opposite of what they do just because they're cursed. This is what a lot of our listeners have to do. They're sexually abused. Dad was an alcoholic. Mom was abusive. Now, magically, they're attracted to some a-hole at the park. Everyone at the office is saying, this guy's a screwball. Get away from him. Sarah's attracted to him. Who do you think's right?
Yeah.
There you go. Steve?
Say what's up.
You're 15.
Yeah.
What's up?
I really don't believe him.
Yeah.
What?
Steve, you said and it was in an unbelievable way. Drew didn't buy it.
Yeah. Right.
All right, listen, Steve.
Yeah.
I guarantee it's bogus, whatever you're calling about.
Yeah, well, just spit it out so we can laugh.
I came home, and I took my girlfriend having oral sex with my cousin.
Yep.
No, don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
No, we don't believe it.
Yeah, sorry, Steve.
Oh, yeah, you're really rude now.
Now he's indignant. The temerity. All right, Steve. Hey, Steve.
So,
Yeah, next time you call up, come up with a story about you having sex with your girlfriend's mom.
Yeah, that's the usual.
Those are good. We'll get into those.
Are those usually real stories?
Rarely. We got one or two.
Because you always read about those. I hear people calling you guys about it. You read about it in Playboy and Penthouse, but I don't know anybody that's ever done that. You know, something this scenario, I come home and my girlfriend's mom is waiting for me, and then the girlfriend comes home and sometimes there's the three of them, and that whole girlfriend-mother scenario. Do people? I don't know if people really do that.
No. We had the one. Remember that one that guy was really disturbed by it? Remember he was playing his
mommy? Yes.
He was out watching television or something. Or his friend was out. It was his friend's mom, and his friend was watching television as his mom.
Well, yeah, once in a while, a guy will get his own stepmom. Like Dad is in his 60s. He marries the trophy wife. She's 28. She's getting bored. Son comes home from college. Nuts and bored. Same thing. Dave?
Yeah.
You're 13. What's up?
I was wondering what a chode is.
Bobby?
What is?
A chode.
A chode?
Yeah.
What is a chode?
Well, to me, chode is short. No.
Oh.
Chode is short for choda.
Okay, what's the choda?
Choda is like Spanish slang for Johnson.
You sure?
I think so.
You want a lifeline? Is that your final answer?
I think
I want to call Rosie and confirm it.
I think in your common lingo, it's your taint.
Is it your taint, your chode? What about a chode smoker?
Why don't you locate the taint for me?
The taint?
Between?
On you or Bobby?
Bobby, be fine.
No, the taint is in between Scrotumburg and Anusville, right?
Right.
God, I'm learning something tonight. I'm glad I came just so I could learn.
The taint is right in that area.
Okay.
Formerly known as the smelliest part of your body. That is not the chode. To me, the chode is the penis, which is short for choda, which is which is barrio talk for wang.
Okay.
That's what I think. Does anyone want to confirm that?
We'll find out.
All right,
Dave's asking for advice.
Let's have some gang members call up and tell us. Anyone from Los Angeles should know what choda is. All right, Dave?
No.
Yeah?
I'm going with penis, but we'll see if we can get some confirmation for you, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Very important. I'm guessing he's writing some sort of report.
For school.
Adam?
Hey, what's going on?
You're 22. What's up?
Yeah. Hey, listen, I have a very, very big problem. I hope you guys can help me out.
Yeah.
All right, I went on one of these talk lines, you know.
Chat lines?
900 number, you know.
Yeah.
And I met this one girl off of it. All right, I've been with her for like 3 months.
Yeah.
And she's 38. She's a lot older than me. And the problem is...
Hey, Adam, how are you doing? Are you on medication or anything?
No, I'm fine. Very, very nervous.
Oh, I see.
I've actually been with her about 15 minutes ago, so...
Do people make fun of you?
No, my friends make fun of me, dude. They call her, like, Social Security hag and stuff. What are you doing?
Oh, her, yeah.
You know?
What's up with you? Anyone ever do anything weird to you?
No.
Huh?
No.
No?
No, not at all.
No.
You're just with women?
Huh?
You're heterosexual?
No, I'm just a regular guy, dude.
Okay. So you're no hetero.
I've never been on radio, man. I'm like, this is my last resort, dude. I felt like calling the cops to like get a restraining order on this girl, you know?
Why?
She told me, no, she told me if we have sex
Wait a
one more
minute.
time.
Adam, are you in the Boston area?
No,
Where are you calling from?
Chicago.
Oh, all right. Yeah, it sounds like Harry Carey.
Carey. Well,
Doesn't it?
that's Chicago.
It's real breathy. All right.
No, but, I mean, here, listen, guys. All right, you get an older girl, all right? You think you're going to do it to be cool with your friends. You know, all right, wham, I hit an older girl. Then the older girl, being stupid, you know, I gave home numbers and stuff like that.
Hey, listen, screwball. He can't use the F word. It's funny, though. He did say being stupid and then use the F word. Now, was that bogus, too, or what was his
No, this
question?
is real. The real is that this 38-year-old woman he hooked up with is becoming a stalker, basically.
So what? He's a guy. He's 22, can take care of himself, right?
He's a little freaked out.
No.
See, I would have loved that when I was 22. None of this stuff ever happened to me. None of this stuff.
No, I know.
That's why you guys are in comedy.
Listen.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
Threesomes, the finger banging, that's all the rage.
Well, you know what? A lot of that stuff sounds good. They're like threesomes. It's supposed to be every guy's fantasy. On paper, it looks good, but in reality, what is it, Adam? It's two women you have to talk to after. How much does that suck?
Yeah, but the good news is they're so loaded they pass out immediately.
Oh, I've never done this, but if there were two women, if there was a woman on each side of me and they started talking to each other and I'm caught in the middle, it's really not worth the aggravation.
Especially penis size comes up. Lynn?
You're gay.
Lynn?
Yes.
You're 27. What's up?
Well, I was wondering, I've tried taking several different birth control pills, and all of them end up making me sick, like nauseous, morning sickness, but instead of going away after a couple of months like it's supposed to, it just progressively gets worse and worse.
Wow. Have you tried any, essentially without any estrogen?
I don't know, honestly.
What pills have you tried?
Estrostep is what I'm on now, and I've tried orthotricycline, and I've tried about 3 others, but I honestly don't remember.
How do you know the ones that have estrogen in them?
Yeah, I don't.
The mini pill, low estrin, low overall.
I did try that also. Well,
Why? So low, if it says low, that means low estrogen?
Yeah.
Why don't they just put little boobs on the pills? Big would be high dose of estrogen, smaller, like a Japanese size breast. No, an actual little breast.
But if there's no estrogen, you have the big...
Well, just a very flat-chested, gymnast type pill.
That would make you happy, I'm sure.
Yeah. I just got done whacking off to my mom's estrogen pill. Hit an all-time low.
Well, what did your doctor say about this?
Well, see, that's the thing is, I go to a university, and so I go to the clinic there, and she doesn't, I don't think that she really is taking it seriously. She just keeps prescribing.
Well, give her credit. It's not that she's not taking it seriously, it's that she doesn't care.
Why don't you see a gynecologist? Is it a gynecologist? No.
Yeah, she is a gynecologist, but you mean one that's not associated with the clinic, like a...
Well, I thought you'd be seeing a nurse practitioner or a general
No, it is an actual gynecologist.
I mean,
I get my yearly exams and everything from her.
How about Depo-Provera? Have you guys thought about that?
Well, that's what I was wondering. I did think about that, but if I'm having problems with the pills, I was kind of scared to do that and
I can
have it in my
understand
system for 3 months.
It would be very difficult. You need to, again, you need to go back to the drawing board. And like with any other relationship with a physician, you need to be sure you're getting heard. And if you don't feel like somebody's listening to you or that they're taking you seriously, then that's time to get another opinion.
Yeah, but listen, here's the deal. You're getting free whatever. You fill in the blank, whether it's automotive work or free house painting, whatever it is. Work.
Yeah.
Do they care? You know what I mean? I mean, why do you think you get crappy care at a clinic? It's free. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Write a letter? This is an outrage. It cost me no money, and I had to wait in line. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course you get crappy care. You should. James?
Yes.
You're 18.
Yes, I am.
What's up?
Hi. Let's see. I slept with my girlfriend earlier, and I'm pretty sure she's probably pregnant because I didn't use a condom. It was kind of stupid. And
How long ago did you do this?
a week and a half.
All right.
And I was wondering, what can I do, because I'm 18 and she's 16.
Well, there's 2 stupid parts of this. One is not having used the morning after pill when you've done that. And secondly is obsessing about something you don't know has actually occurred yet.
And the third is not filming the encounter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering, like if she does turn up pregnant, let's see, what can I, do? Take her to the hospital or something, or what?
No. You just, you have it right there at the cabin.
Oh, all right.
What are you asking, James?
I don't know.
James, you're 18, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Well, it's like...
You went to high school and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And you had health class?
What?
You took health class and whatnot?
Yeah.
Okay, calm down. What are you doing now? Junior college?
No, actually, I'm not graduated from high school yet.
Oh, okay.
I got, another month.
Okay. Hey, James?
Yeah.
If she's pregnant, then you can either, get an abortion or have the child adopted, or you can take care of it yourself.
Or take off. Join the Witness Relocation Program and start a new life. You're young.
But she's probably not pregnant, is she?
I don't know.
That's the point. You don't know.
You don't know. Hey, James?
Get a pregnancy test.
Assume she's not.
Okay.
All right?
Well, there's, nothing basically I can, do to, keep it from her parents or what?
What do you think we're going to say, James? What do you think?
Probably not.
We're a circus tent. I don't know. What?
James, wait and find out if she's pregnant first. Then call us back, all right?
All right.
No, then you have your options. And they're
Drew's
hers.
right. Don't call back.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Well, when can you get a pregnancy test? 10 days? 2
There's
weeks?
some quicker ones now. I want to look into this. What's available over the counter? I haven't had a chance to. I think there's stuff that's available in a week now.
Well, they have the regular tests that involve urinating, right?
Right.
And those are 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
But now, I'm guessing they have more expensive ones that you can get?
I think so.
Does that also involve urine?
I believe so.
I want to go to that part of the Thrifties that involves urine. That's my favorite part. The diapers, the bags, the tests, stuff you pee on. Why can't there be a stick that a guy pees on for a test? I mean, that's a good time. I mean, think how fast I would take that test. Just hold the stick out and it's just an excuse to pee on something.
Pee on this stick.
That'd be great. I mean,
Just trying to think what would
why
guys
can't there be
recreate? What would they be looking for to have tested?
I'm just saying whether it's a venereal disease or it's I don't know, lead in your blood or just something radon. I'd like to just pee on something.
Right now we've got these self-administered urine.
They do?
Jobs,
Is it a stick I can pee on?
Sort of.
I like to pee on a stick. I'm rich, so I'd have a midget hold it. And then I just, sorry there, Bert.
That's right. 2 midgets.
Oh, each side?
Yeah.
2 sticks, you think?
Well, no, just to stretch it out and hold it.
Oh, one on each end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that popsicle stick be a lot for the one midget to be able to hold. You're right. They get one on each side, and then they hold it where? Over the tub?
Yeah.
Just start peeing away?
The sink, your favorite place.
And I'd be drinking a vodka gimlet or something while I was doing it.
Laughing maniacally.
Yeah, I'd have a third midget holding my smoking jacket open so I didn't urinate on the fine fabric. That's nice. Yeah, come up with, if any doctors are listening, not that anyone with more than a junior high education listens to this show, but come up with some pee stick tests for guys. I'd be down with that. Brent?
Yeah.
You're 15. What's up?
I was just wondering, actually, 2 things. Is it true that only 1 in 5 women get off during sex?
During intercourse?
Yeah.
Depends what age you're looking at.
Well, what do you
Definitely depends who they're with. Not with me, buddy.
That's definitely true at your age.
1 in 8 with Slayton.
Yeah, at the Improv next week in Irvine, the week after in D.C., but that's not what's important. Well, where'd you get that statistics from? Let me ask you that.
It sounds pretty good, though.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
My girlfriend told me, and she, I guess, got it out of a magazine or something.
You know, those magazines, my friend, and this is Bobby Slayton. Let me help this guy. Those magazines are very detrimental because those women's magazines do nothing, but they're sexist magazines. You know, if you read Playboy, which, by the way, now comes in a brown wrapper, and Playboy that you cannot even get at 7-Eleven now because religious right has decided that Playboy magazine's a dirty magazine. Yet Cosmo magazine, which they sell in every grocery store, will tell women how to make themselves have an orgasm, if a guy has premature ejaculation, why size matters, how to find out if your husband's cheating on you, why he's no good in bed, how to get a divorce, how to find a lawyer, why men suck. Like, we're not insecure enough. I got to read that crap. Then you wonder why we cheat on them. We're not cheating. We're practicing. We're trying to get better for them so that we don't make these mistakes at home. You know? But I'll tell you, there's one magazine that my wife just bought that actually I think every guy should look at. Is a new issue of Glamour magazine, because the new issue of Glamour magazine actually says that women can have a faster orgasm, which would be great for us to help us out tremendously. And it also says that he does it by himself. Do you? Because a lot of women out there do not do it, and they don't even know their boyfriends do it. And a lot of young guys out there, it's okay to masturbate. Something you got to do for the rest of your life. Believe me, I've been married for a long time. And the longer you stay married, the more that you do it. Right? I do a lot of guys call up, and I mean, you have a lot of young guys calling up, and they think it's not good to masturbate.
No, we're always trying to teach them where not to masturbate.
Where not to?
Well, once in a while, we get a guy calling up saying,
I feel bad about it.
Yeah, he says, it's, I'm 17, I'm masturbating excessively, and then I go, how many times a week? He's like, 4 or 5 times a week. I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, that's a weekend. I'm 35.
I'm 45, and I still twice a day at least. I mean,
Good
at
man.
least.
That's
I mean,
good.
I can't wait till I need Viagra.
I'm going to do a little study on comedians. There seems to be a whole trend of sexual compulsion amongst comedy.
Well, it's not. Well, no, I think comedians are just. It's not has nothing to do with comedians. I think what it has to do is comedians are just very intense people, and very creative, very intense, very just. I mean,
compulsive.
Compulsive. Okay, that too. Okay, that too. But you know what? I mean, I still hear people calling up your show every once in a while. Kids calling up. Does it lead to blindness? I mean, that was something out of the 1940s and 30s. I mean, people still believe that.
Yeah, well, like I said, I would pit the stupidity of our listeners and callers against any other show.
But 1 out of 5 for a young adult, 18-year-old, would be about normal, I'd say. Very few women.
Forget about young adult. Any woman.
Well, it's probably about 40%.
Intercourse.
It's probably about 40%.
40?
40%.
40 after 40.
After their 20s.
Oh, well, hold on a second now. Wait a minute. Between, let's say, the ages of, let's just be realistic. Women, our callers, 16
to 25.
A lot of them. 16, let's just say 30. 16 to 30 through just intercourse.
20%.
And this may be a little more revealing than I want to be reveal here, but I'll go on past experience.
2%, Adam, is that right?
that seems padded.
Probably 20%.
I'd say women 16 to 30 through only intercourse who can have orgasm. I'm saying it's in the 25% range, one quarter of them.
Yeah.
And then there's probably another. You could probably get another 2 quarters on there if somebody through oral sex, and then there's the 1 quarter that ain't gonna.
Now, what about fake an orgasm? Do a lot of women really fake orgasms?
Absolutely. God bless them too. By the way, I have no problem with that.
I got no problem with that either. I don't understand.
None at all.
How insecure is a guy that? If my wife, and I know she doesn't fake one because she makes me do it till she has one, I'd give anything for my wife to say, I came. Me too. Let's get the TV back on. Who's going to question that? Why would you open a can of worms that doesn't have to be open?
Don't want to know. I know. I've said it many times on the show. I think it's the greatest gift a woman can give a man. I really do. It's a totally unselfish act.
But after 30, you probably get more in the 50-50 range, I suspect.
Yes. They women do tend to heat up a little as they get less attractive.
It's like premature ejaculation. Why is that a problem? You beat her. You won. Let her catch up to you. It's a guy that crosses the finish line first wins, and that's what I'm telling you, fellas. Women, they won't get better unless you set a level of excellence. Give them something to shoot for.
Or shoot at. Bobby Slayton is our guest tonight. He'll be on at the Irvine Improv this weekend. We'll talk more to him and more to you. And when we come back, we'll speak to Jane, who's 15, just had sex with boyfriend, now has white bumps on vagina. What's up? We'll tell her after this. It's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Stand-up comedian and actor Bobby Slayton is our guest tonight. He'll be at the Irvine Improv March 15th through the 19th.
Oh, thanks.
Raging Bully's the name of the CD, which is out.
But you know what? It's out of print now.
Wow.
I have one for each of you. It's only available on BobbySlayton.com. I sued my record company. But what I want to tell the young people, and I don't really care if you buy these or not because I don't really make much money off them, but this CD will teach a lot of young people about sex. It'll teach young guys everything that they have to look forward to when they get married. It'll explain everything to them. It'll explain, I don't know if it's good or bad, but see, you guys try to bring...
I'm guessing it's bad.
Well, see, you guys give people advice and try to bring them together. When people come to my show, if I can make 90% of the people laugh and maybe break up one couple, I feel that I've accomplished something on that stage. I see a lot of young people coming to shows now. They get married in their teens, in their 20s, in their 30s. You know what? My marriage, I've been married 12 years, and my marriage is just starting to work because what happens is when you start hitting 50 or you're in your 40s, you start losing your hearing, so you can't really hear your wife that well. Then you start getting Parkinson's disease, with the head shaking up and down, so she thinks you're listening to her. You're watching the game and everybody's happy. Then the next step is you get Alzheimer's disease, which is like a new woman every night. The day that I wake up and I don't recognize my wife, I'm going to be one happy son of a bitch. So the three things together, the loss of hearing, the Alzheimer's, and the Parkinson's, will keep people together for a long time. But if you make it past that hump, it's like those little turtles that go out to the sea and only one of them makes it to the ocean. You got to make it to the ocean. It takes a long time. You probably won't make it. That's my advice.
Yeah, cataracts don't hurt either, especially if she's getting up there in age.
Right.
All right, Jane.
Hello?
You're 15. What's up?
Well, I have these bumps on my vagina, and, I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
How long have they been there?
They've been there. They developed on Saturday.
Is there such a thing that it's just lucky bumps? You know what I mean? Is there,
I
you know,
wish.
do all bumps have to be bad?
Well,
Not just some kind of lucky bump?
I can't think of any good bump. I mean, great bump.
All right.
Lucky bump. There's
Okay.
some nothing bumps.
All right, well, maybe this is a nothing bump.
Do they itch or burn?
well, it kind of feels like a razor burn, and like I don't know what I don't know what they are.
And you had recently just had sex?
Yeah, on Friday night.
How old is your boyfriend?
Excuse me?
Was it your boyfriend?
Well, I broke up with my ex-boyfriend like this week. Well, like this week, and then like I went to a party on Friday, and like it was a guy I knew, but he wasn't my boyfriend. But like, yeah, him.
How old is he?
I think he's 16.
Wow.
Did
It
he
must
use
be great being a woman, you know?
Yeah.
As a guy, you know, you break up with your girlfriend
Good
at
job.
15 when you're
Close.
getting laid again. What is it? What are we in March?
Sunday night.
5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just go to the party. Pow.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's weird because you broke up with your boyfriend. Normally, it's the guy dumping her and it's a little payback time.
I'm not really like that. I don't know. I was just like, I want to have a good time, and so
Yeah, why'd you break up with your boyfriend?
I don't know. Things just weren't working out.
Did he wear a condom, this guy?
No.
Yeah, the guy right now.
He did?
Yeah.
The party guy?
Excuse me? Yeah, the guy at the party. Yeah.
Wow. Well, did you have sex with him at the party?
Yes.
Wow. What the hell? Where are these parties?
They're great fun.
Yeah, where? What room?
And the girl that was having it, her brother's room.
Wow. Do you lock the door? What do you do?
Yeah.
He has a lock on his door?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Now he's got a lock on his door and a schmegma on his sheet. It's great.
Jane, you maybe have herpes.
Really?
Nah.
Sounds like she's happy. Really? Yeah?
No. Like, what can I do about him though? Like,
Well, you need to, you're sexually active now. You need to go see a doctor, especially go while you have these bumps so that he or she can look at them to see what's going on there. Burning, bumps, could be herpes. You can't say it isn't. But look, you wear a condom, but who knows?
Go get checked out.
Get
Fine.
checked out, and now that you are having sex, it is extremely important that you have regular pap smears.
WC,
Yeah, what's up?
you're 18. What's going on?
Yeah, hey, Adam, Drew, I love the show. Adam, love the man show. Drew,
Great.
DrDuck.com's great.
Thank you.
Wonderful. And Johnny, Bobby Slayton, you're wonderful. I heard about you first on Johnny Steele's morning show.
Oh, in San Francisco.
Yeah, back in San Francisco. That's where I'm calling from.
Live 105.
Live 105. Yeah, they're playing Loveline too. Great. I love your act. I was wondering how you got your start, actually, because I never really heard anything about that on Johnny's show.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Well, we're here to give love advice tonight, young man.
He blew Bud Friedman.
Yeah. How I get my start, I just couldn't do anything else, so I started to do stand-up comedy in San Francisco. I couldn't keep a job. I couldn't get along with other people. I'm socially retarded, and that all led to stand-up comedy.
Yeah, your Raging Bully, were they selling that? I heard you promoting that on Johnny's show ages.
Yeah, it's out of print now. It's only available on BobbySlayton.com.
Oh, all right, that's cool.
But enough about me. Let me give you some sexual advice. Come on, what's your problem, young man?
I don't have a problem. He just wanted to talk to you.
That's very nice. The girls never, you know what? Girls never call to talk to me. It's always guys. You know, these idiots like Pauly Shore and Carrot Top. I mean, I hear stories about girls waiting to see them after shows. And I get guys, I mean, I appreciate your call. Don't get me wrong, but guys coming up, you know, with, hey, man, a big fan of yours. And, you know, it's never strippers or anything cool. I never get that.
No. It's your fault for being funny.
Yeah. I guess I could. That's, yeah.
Claire.
Hey.
Yeah, get yourself a nice guitar case filled with props. You'll be fine.
I'm a stripper, and I'm calling to talk to Bobby.
Get out of here. Hey. Who said that, caller? You don't sound like you're old enough to be a stripper. How old are you?
She's 17.
You're 17?
Yeah.
You can't really do that at 17, can you? Don't you have to be 18?
You have to have a
I'm just
note
trying
from
to
your
give you
parents.
Satisfaction. I have a different problem.
She's just kidding.
She's kidding, but one of the rare moments of comedy on this show provided by a
caller,
listener.
yeah.
Yes, not in intentional comedy, I
Sincerity
should
and
say.
comedy, yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Claire.
Okay, ever since I started, like, masturbating on a regular basis, it's harder for me to have orgasms with other people. And, like, even, like, as I masturbate, like, every time it's a little bit harder. Like, at first I used to be, like, 20 seconds, there you go. But now it's, like, I have to go at it for, like, a couple minutes and, like, sometimes even, like, 15, 20 minutes, and it gets tiring.
The male equivalent to this is going to the bathroom. By the way, it's number 2. You know, you didn't have to pull your pants down when you were 10. Just gone right back into the game. Now it's like you're playing it there. Hey, what do I got to read? I got to need something to read here. Yeah, it's tough.
You know, like, when you're...
No, seriously, when I was 10, Drew, I'd cramp right through the pant leg. I'd wear those Dennis the Menace type dungarees, you know, and I just loose fitting. No, just right down the side of the leg. If you're good, you can do it. You got to kind of hold them open a little bit, drop it right down on the paper, and just ball it up and throw it in the toilet.
Oh my God.
It was a snap. Now I'm in for the long haul.
Let me ask Claire about what she uses. Claire,
Yeah.
you using a vibrator?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we knew it.
So you're sort of desensitizing yourself a little bit.
Of course.
Really?
Yeah, you need to maybe come up with some other means to sort of mix it up.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I know, it's
I'm
tough.
painful, I know.
Well, what if what if she just got the vibrator drunk, so it didn't quite perform
Yeah,
as well
change the
as
battery
it
type?
did? Yeah. What do you got there? The Duracell? You got the nickel cadmium variety? You got to step down.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Were you multi-orgasmic, or are you?
I am, but I
Yeah,
usually like
1 minute, pow. It's like,
what?
Wow. Yeah, but listen, you'll ruin yourself with those things.
That's what I'm
You
finding.
will. You'll scramble your crotch.
It's. Should I like? Would it be better like if I stop for a while?
Yeah, you
will
need-
I
you
build
need-
myself back up or something?
yes, you
yeah,
will.
Yeah, you will. And listen, Claire, well, you got to let the calluses wear off. But here's the deal. If you get yourself used to a piece of automated technology, and then you go back to drunken frat boys' upper lip or finger or penis, it's not going to compare. And of course, your vagina is going to be angry, and it's going to lash out in the form of not having an orgasm.
Mm-hmm.
So get yourself off of the vibrator and back to the ring finger. All right?
All right.
All right, Claire.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time before my daughter's going to be calling you guys for advice. She's almost 12. And I realize, when these kids, it doesn't really... And she's going to be going to these parties. What are these parties that Adam was talking about? 15-year-old girls. Yeah, that's why I don't want my daughter to ever go anywhere. It'd be great if my wife could grow up and move out, and my kid could just stay with me and watch South Park and Buffy and say to my wife, honey, you're 50, you're getting big, it's about time you got your own place. You don't cook, you don't put out. Look at the size of your ass. You need to get your own apartment. We'll see you every Thanksgiving. Oh, man.
You can come back, bring a load of laundry, do it over here
Yes,
once
of
a week.
course, if you want to. We'll see on the
The
holidays.
keys under the mat.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, Drew, that might be a plan for you. Nope. All right. Raymond.
Hey.
You're lucky Mike was off. You're 20. What's up?
Well, about 3 years ago, I had a relationship with one of my teachers in high school, and it ended up getting found out and everything. And now whenever I try to get in a serious relationship, she mails a copy of the newspaper articles to my girlfriend at the time, and it ruins it.
Mr. Saponzi emails a letter of the What was that?
What?
How does she find out that you're in a relationship, or with whom you're in a relationship with?
I don't know.
This doesn't make sense, does it?
Well, somebody's doing it, and she's the only person I can think of that would do it.
Well, Raymond, how would this teacher know who you're dating?
I've ran into her a couple times.
Well, if you've told her who you're dating and where they live, then please tell us now so that we can yell at you.
I haven't.
Okay.
So how does she find out?
I don't know. She's a teacher. She might have their...
Hold on a second. Boy, does he sound bad.
Yeah.
He has a... it's like... It's like watching... those award shows where the celebrity host didn't read the cue card? Like, they go up there. It's Callista Flockhart and Everlast go up there, and they're trying to have a little rapport. But you sort of realize halfway into it, hey, one of you should have read these cue cards before you stepped out on stage. That's kind of the beat I get from Raymond. It's like the teleprompter came unplugged or something. He's having difficulty. Raymond?
Yeah.
Is this your normal, unbelievable cadence, or are you lying?
I'm not lying. You should remember this, like 3 years ago. Drew told me to tell the cops. You told me not to. I told the cops, and the cops, ended up going all crazy.
See what happens when you listen to Drew?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, should have listened to me. I told you to kill yourself, right?
What?
No. Okay, you had sex with your sister.
No, my teacher.
You had sex with your teacher. Everyone found out. Now your teacher's stalking you, in a sense.
In a way, she's the only one I can think of.
Okay.
How do you deal with it when your girlfriends get these articles?
I just kind of tell them the truth and hope it goes for the best. And
Well, how many girlfriends do you have?
I've gone through 3 so far, and the person I met now is a real conservative, and I don't want her finding out.
What do you mean you've gone through 3?
Well, I'm finding out about stuff.
And how did it go when they found out?
They all flipped out and thought I was some kind of whacked out.
And then what happened?
They'd break up with me, move out.
All 3 move out?
Yeah.
They're living with you?
Yes.
You're 20 years old. You've lived with 3 women.
Yes.
Geez, if you include my mom, I haven't lived with 3 women. I'm 35.
And by the way, when we asked you
Nice
about...
piece of ass, my mom, now, let me tell you.
When we asked you about where your girlfriends live and how she could have gotten their address, couldn't you point it out to us that it was your address she was sending this to the crap to?
I could have. It's late. I'm tired. I'm not thinking straight.
Listen, I don't know if you ever think straight, you retard. Jesus Christ, do you see what we have to deal with on this show? How does she know where your girlfriends live? I talked to her. Do you tell her where your girlfriends live? No. Well, how would she know where your They live with you! That's how, you idiot! It's late! He's tired! Jesus Christ! Raymond, what do you do for a living? Because whatever it is, I'm not going near it. I don't care if you work for the Oxygen Commission. No more breathing.
I'm in the Army.
Perfect. My God, I hope you don't work. You're not any kind of helicopter mechanic or anything, are you?
No, I drive a tank.
Good. Just don't go nuts.
Okay.
All right. Jesus Christ, Raymond. All right, we no longer care because we're angry at you, all right?
Okay.
All right, now don't drive that tank into any civilians, all right?
Then again, I'm sure there were some ramifications legally when she was dating you, and you can open that back again. Notify the police that she's stalking.
Right. All right. How does she know where you live?
Where the girls live.
Where the girls live. Bobby Slayton is our guest tonight. He'll be down at the Irvine Improv all this weekend. When we come back, we'll speak to...
Sorry.
Yeah? Luke?
Yeah.
Luke lost his sex drive at 17? Probably under the car seat. We'll talk to him after this. It's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Bobby Slayton is our guest tonight. 21-year veteran of stand-up and acting. Done a lot of movies. You may remember him from the Rat Pack movie, which was...
Joey Bishop, what a stretch that was for me.
What is that? What is that? 6 months old now, or
the Rat Pack?
A year old?
I'd have to say 2 years old.
Oh my God!
I got a movie coming out in May that Amy Heckerling directed, where I have to kiss that Mina Savari. She pulls away at the last second. I run a strip club and don't really get to kiss her, but had to work for 5 days up in Toronto at a strip club, and had to do. I actually went to a couple of strip clubs to do the research, and my wife kind of just said, "I don't really do research, and I don't get that many movie roles, and I don't really even like strip clubs, but it was very important."
Sure.
It wasn't like De Niro getting 200 pounds for Raging Bull, but still, it was something I had to do to make sure I had the character down. Do you ever go to strip clubs? I'm not a big fan of that. I don't really get that whole thing.
Oh boy.
Is your wife listening?
No, it doesn't matter. I know. When I go to strip clubs, when I play Vegas occasionally, I don't really gamble a lot, so sometimes if a couple of other comics around, we'll go to some strip club, we'll sit there till 3, 4 in the morning, and then I'll call the wife. She go, "What did you do last night?" I go, "I went to a strip club," and she got her panties in a bunch, and I didn't gamble. I wasn't really drinking a lot. I just went out looking at some broads, and of course, I was like, "What if your daughter did that?" Well, I don't know. I get free drinks. What do you want me to tell you? What if my daughter did that? I don't want my daughter to work at McDonald's or the car wash. I still patronize the places,
Yeah, that's a very valid point. I like going to strip clubs with guys who don't go to strip clubs or have never been to strip clubs, with a bunch of other guys who are veterans of strip clubs, to get the guy really loaded and watch him just go berserk for a few hours. That's always funny. I don't want to talk about it on the air, but Drew, we know some of the guys I've taken to strip. I took a guy named Steve O'Donnell. He's a great writer, and but the guy's never been to a strip club, and it's great. He's sitting next to me, and he's from Harvard and stuff, and he's like, "These ladies are quite lovely." I'm like, "Yes, they are, Steve." What would be the appropriate monetary amount to give them as a gift for their services? It's like $20. Okay, that is fine. And then the chick comes over and puts her ass in the guy's face, and I'm just laughing it's great to take guys who don't get out much, or who haven't been to a place or don't drink much. That's the real good time.
But
watch
it's so
them really get worked over.
It's just frustrating to look at those girls, and
Yeah, it is, but it's a good kind of frustration.
That's why I never understood when you get these feminists saying it's degrading to women. Why? I walk into the 3 a.m. with an erection and no money. Who's getting degraded? My
Right.
daughter's college education's in Tiffany's panties. Who's got the problem? Me and the dancer. It's degrading to women. Yeah, right.
Luke,
Yeah.
you're 17.
Mm-hmm.
You lost your sex drive?
Well, I don't think about girls as much, and I don't understand why.
As much as what?
As I used to, about a week ago. That's when I felt like I lost it. I don't.
It's been a whole week?
Yeah.
Have you been depressed?
No, not really.
Did you slam your penis in a door or something?
No physical injury.
Had a breakup or anything like that?
No.
Any excessive stress in your life?
No.
That's been 1
Nothing
week.
unusual, which is what is odd.
All right, Luke,
Yeah.
it's been 1 week.
Yeah.
Call us back in a year.
Well, if
1 week?
Well, it just seemed, normally I was one of the guys who'd point out stuff to, like, oh, that girl's got cleavage or something like that. I'd be the one to point out stuff, but,
you're gay.
You know what, though? Most 17-year-old boys, all they think about is sex. This is a great time to get a jump on all your classmates. Get a hobby.
Study.
Read a book. Finish a crossword puzzle, because this might not last, my friend.
No, I give it another few days.
But listen, if there could be a medical problem, a thyroid problem, this sort of thing.
Hey,
So,
17.
yeah,
It's been 1 week.
If another couple weeks go by, that's a real symptom, and it should be checked out by a doctor if a couple weeks from now it's not changing in any way. It could be a sleep disturbance, mood disturbance, all kinds of things.
Ryan,
yeah.
you're 17. You had unprotected sex with your girlfriend today.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get the morning after pill?
Yes, I do.
Where are you calling from?
Oregon.
Oregon has, I think, certain areas of a trial study where you can get the pill when you have a pill without a prescription. But in general, you need to contact your doctor or Planned Parenthood.
Okay.
I'll give you a number for Planned Parenthood. It's 1-800-230.
He doesn't have a pen on him.
No, we stopped by there today.
It's 1-800-230-PLAN. And what happened?
Well, we went by there and they were closed.
Well, they're all in church.
But you have 3 days to...
worshiping Satan. You have 3
days to get this done, okay? Yesterday?
No, today.
All right, so tomorrow will be fine. Definitely, the sooner the better, no doubt about it. It's more effective in the first 24 than the second and third 24 hours.
All right. So, Ryan?
But go get it.
Go there tomorrow when it's open.
Okay, do you have any idea, how much it would cost?
They probably will do it for nothing, like a donation.
No, somebody said
about 30 bucks.
20 bucks or 30 bucks
about
or something.
30 bucks usually, okay?
All right?
All right, thank you.
Well worth it.
Yeah. First pair of PJs with the flaps are going to run you 30 bucks, all right?
All right.
All right, Ryan. Go ahead. Sherry,
Yes. Good evening, gentlemen.
you're 29. What's going on?
Well, I'm calling to say hi to Bobby Slayton. I'm a huge fan, and
How huge are you? 200 pounds? Hey, but folks.
I saw you up in Sacramento area a couple of times in the last couple of years, and wanted to know when you might be getting back up in my area so I can go see you again.
I was in Sacramento last month, and before the show, some guy punched me in the face, and I have a big lawsuit going against him, so I'm not coming back for a while.
Really?
Yeah, first time it ever happened. Usually guys want to kick my butt after the show. This is before the show.
Exactly.
Well, maybe he'd seen your act.
That's possible. I don't know.
Why? What happened?
I don't know. He wouldn't give the police. He wouldn't tell the police anything. So, who knows? The DA's guy. They're looking into it.
He just walked up to you?
Yeah, it was really weird because it's never happened before. I know I got heavy security guys with me, all the big, heavily armed guys.
Where were you?
I was playing this comedy club in Sacramento, the Punchline, and guy just right before the show.
Well, you play a place called Punchline. You got to expect to get hit.
Right, that was my fault.
It really
Silly
was.
me.
You should have seen it coming. You're lucky it wasn't called the sodomy line.
Right. Yeah, but I was just up. I was there like 3-4 weeks ago, and and I'm taking some time off to do some movies and TV shows. And Politically Incorrect, I'll be on that Thursday. Watch me on that. Well, even better yet, BobbySlayton.com. You can get my out-of-print CD and turn the lights out and pretend that you're with me.
There you go.
Okay.
I love it. And I also wanted to confirm the definition of chode that you guys were discussing earlier, and I have to say Adam was correct.
Yeah. Short for Chota, right?
Correct.
Thank you, Sherry.
You're welcome. Thanks.
The votes are in.
All right. Yeah. See, you're from Sacramento, right?
She's gone.
Right? Yeah, a lot of Mexicans out that way, probably yelling it at her while she's on the highway. All right, we'll take ourselves a little break. Bobby Slayton is here. Drew and I are going to kick his ass, and we'll be back after this.
Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
All right, it is Loveline. We're going to take a quick 10-second timeout. We'll be back with more of the show in just 10 seconds.
This is Loveline on
radio station. KNRK Camas, Portland.
An Intercom radio station.
It's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Bobby Slayton is our guest tonight. Bobby will be down at the Irvine Improv March 15th to the 19th. Also, you can get Raging Bully, his comedy CD, if you go on to BobbySlayton.com.
And you guys are in Washington, D.C., aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, there you go. The Improv in Washington, D.C. in 2 weeks. You know, I was looking at all the cities you guys are syndicated in. Some lovely cities and some real crappy towns, too.
Thank you.
Well, no, it's not your fault. But, I'm not saying that. I mean, look, I just came back from Houston this weekend. I came back today. And you know what? When you go to places like Houston, it makes you appreciate L.A. It takes a lot to make you appreciate Los Angeles.
It really does.
There are places I go that there's nothing. There's cowboy hats, there's light beer, and there's just a bunch of idiots. It's George W. Bush territory. It's
Well, my take on L.A. is it's not a great town, but if you have money, you're fine.
Oh, yeah, but if you have any money anywhere, it's fine. But no, that's not actually true. But you go to places, L.A. can be a great town if you got money, because you know what? There's great restaurants here. There's some cool stores. You go to places like on the road sometimes, and, you ask people where there's an Italian restaurant, they send you to the Olive Garden.
Right.
And they think that's real Italian food.
And they go,
if they're a sponsor, they're fine.
Italian.
Yeah, Italian, right. And then if you go, I was in New York a few months ago playing a club, and right by Times Square there was a Pizza Hut. And people were in there. And it's obviously tourists who don't realize you're in New York City and you're eating at Pizza Hut when the greatest pizza in the world is available in New York. Yet people, they like that familiarity of home.
That drives me insane when you travel with people. Kevin of the Kevin and Bean morning show from K-Rock.
Right.
You travel with him. You go to Atlanta, and he wants to slip into an IHOP and get something to eat. You beat on Bourbon Street. He's looking for Bob's Big Boy.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. I don't know if it's stupidity or white trashdom. I don't know what it is, but the point is the whole half the reason you travel is to sample the native cuisine.
I was in San Francisco last weekend, and there was a Jack in the Box about a block from my hotel. There was a couple, and it was not a couple from another country. They were standing there, and they were looking at the menu, and the husband's going, "Yep, they got the burgers. They got, what do you think it's going to have? It's the same Jack in the Box that we know from. What do you think? It's some gay sauce with crab meat. It's not a sourdough. What do you think? It's Jack in the Box. It's the same crappy Jack in the Box you get anywhere. It's not going to be a special San Francisco edition of Jack.
Silicon sauce.
Yeah, right.
And the side of Gain A's.
Golden Gate Bridge Burger.
On the top with the melting.
Although, about 6 months ago, I was playing Birmingham, Alabama, and not even Birmingham, but there's a club called the Stardome, and it's a beautiful comedy club. And it's not even in Birmingham, it's in the suburbs of Birmingham, so not even downtown Birmingham, the suburbs. And it's this little town. I'm staying at a Holiday Inn, and I get in on a Thursday night because I got to do radio the next morning. And I said to the clerk, the woman, and she looked like she grew up there her whole life, and I said, listen, I'm really dying for Italian food. Are there any good Italian restaurants? And she said, well, when Dom DeLuise was here doing some kind of theater show, he ate at this place every night. It's right down the street. And I'm going, all right, well, we'll go check it out.
Gotta be the same place we went.
If there's an Olive Garden, what?
Gotta be the same place we went in Birmingham.
Really?
Wait, get out of here.
Where's it gonna be?
Wait a second, you were in Birmingham?
Yeah.
Wait a second. Sal's?
It had to be Sal's.
Oh, no, it had...
It wasn't Sal's.
This place is Sal's, so I go there. It's some of the... I swear to God, the best Italian food ever. Sal's dad, I guess, he worked in Little Italy. He had a restaurant for years.
Witness relocation program. A lot of these guys are spread out.
It was the best Italian food I've ever had. It's in Birmingham. So it just goes to show you could... Wait, you ate it...
No, we on the other hand... Well, I thought you were going to tell a different kind of story. We on the other hand said we want to sample some of the local cuisine, take us out somewhere nice. They go, this place you can get some ribs. Where do they take us? Remember this?
What? No, I don't. Thank God I drink.
TGI Friday.
Oh, that's right.
I get that all the time. Yeah, people go, you want to go to a great place? I'll take you to one. Yeah.
Remember that?
Aurora.
Hi.
You're 15.
Yeah.
What's up?
I want to be a stripper when I grow up, and I don't know if that's normal or if it's, abnormal, and, I'm not, acting on that yet.
Right.
But, I do it sometimes at parties just for fun, but...
Sure, well, you got to warm up.
Yeah.
What does that do for you?
It's just a charge, I guess. I don't know.
What is it? Well, let's examine it a little bit. What is the charge?
Well, what kind of stripping do you do at parties, by the way?
Just take off my clothes.
All right. All right. Well, let me give you my address. No,
she's 15.
Okay. You use it in a few years. I'll still be there. What do you? You really do you get down? Do you get naked at parties?
Sometimes.
Are you drunk?
A little bit, I guess.
Yeah, and where's your dad?
Oh, he's here. My whole family is intact. I've never been abused. No alcoholism, no sexual abuse, no any. It's normal.
Does he drive a truck?
No.
What's he do?
He's an architect.
And so, why are you compelled to do this?
It's just fun for me. I don't know what it is.
Well, obviously it's the attention, right?
Yeah.
Is it just what you, in relation to males, or is it also how you feel with your female friends?
I'm not entirely sure. I think it's just in relation to males, but I'm not entirely sure.
And why do you think you need that kind of control over men?
I don't know. It's just something I enjoy. I don't know.
Usually when women need to do that, it's because they need some sort of power over men.
Yeah.
And believe me, you're not actually being granted that power. You just believe you are, and instead you're being objectified and potentially even abused by men.
Uh-huh.
So,
well,
there's something sort of missing from your story that helps us.
You do have all eyes focused on you, but on the other hand, if you crawled out of the window of the 15th story of an office building threatening to jump, you'd have all eyes on you.
That's true.
It's not necessarily the best attention,
right?
But it's attention.
And it's not what she's really looking for. She thinks she's completely in a power position over them. Indeed, she sort of is, but it's from an objectifying point of view.
But on the other hand, let's be realistic. Plenty of women end up doing this for a living. Here's someone who's looking at it as more of a calling. She's getting a little head start on it.
What's missing?
I don't know. Hey, Aurora?
Uh-huh.
Really, your dad must not have paid sufficient attention to you growing up.
Oh no, he did. It's not like I want control. Like it's not like the rest of my life's out of control, and I want control over something. I've gotten a lot of attention growing up. There's nothing like abnormal about my childhood or anything.
Does your mom work?
Yeah.
What does she do?
She's a nurse, but she
does the feather dance.
She's not gone all the time?
No, she wasn't. She was never like gone all the time.
Yeah, but all nurses are nuts.
Well, she's weird.
Yeah.
All parents are weird, though.
No, all nurses are nuts.
Not as bad as architects.
What do you mean she's weird?
Well, just normal parent weird.
What do you
I
mean?
think she's weird. Nobody else thinks she's weird.
All right, well, as long as no one else thinks she's weird. All right, Aurora, are you exceptionally attractive?
I developed earlier than a lot of girls did, and
You look good naked?
I guess so.
Yeah, maybe I'll tell you. Let me float
totally
this.
Missing here.
Now hold on. I know you think this is absolutely bizarre, but Drew, what about this angle? And Bobby as well. Sometimes, let's put it this way. Once in a while, you meet a guy like you went to high school with, had like big arms.
Yeah.
So what was it? Every party was arm wrestling. He challenged someone to arm wrestling, did something like that. Once in a while, you run into a woman who has a very fine body, and everyone that's what they're known for. And they can sort of give them what they want.
What you
I'm not talking about getting bare naked at every party. I'm talking about pulling the shirt up and flashing the guys driving by on the freeway, whatever. They sort of give them what they want, sort of based on what God gave them.
And she hasn't really sort of grown into the reality of
They don't know how to handle it just yet.
It could be.
Yeah, it was like me and my abnormally large penis in high school.
You've been struggling with that for years.
Yeah. Every party. Oh, yeah, sure. Fish something out of the disposal. Come on. Oh, wait a minute. Let's
All right, go ahead.
Talk to Crystal. Crystal?
Hi.
Hi, you're 18?
Yeah. My question is, I went to my first rave on Friday night, and I did ecstasy. And when you do ecstasy, they take the little containers of Vicks spray that you inhale up your nose when you have a cold to decongest or whatever, and they spray it in your eyes because there's a hole in the bottom, and they blow in it, and they spray it in your eyes, and it feels really good. But I just wondered what that would do to your eyes.
What is it they're spraying in?
It's Vicks vapor. It's Vicks vapor spray.
That's actually what they're putting in?
Yeah.
Doesn't that sting your eyes?
No, it feels really, really good when they do it because you're on the ecstasy, and it goes into your eyes, and it makes your eyes tear really bad. Your eyes tear a lot, but I just wanted to know what that would do to your eyes.
I don't know. It's an interesting behavior. Thank you for alerting me to it. I'll have to look into it, but it's not a good thing for your eyes.
Yeah, I figured that. I just wanted to know if there was anything in particular.
I imagine you can cause corneal damage. I imagine you can cause conjunctivitis.
What's conjunctivitis?
It's bad. That's all you need to know.
So the corneal problem is really the big one, because that may be irreversible. Need a corneal transplant, that kind of thing.
That's what happened to Sugar Ray Leonard. One too many raves.
My daughter is never going to college. She is never leaving the house. I can't.
Well, we're putting our daughters together in a booth somewhere.
How old is your daughter?
7.
7. You know, and how many kids you got?
3.
And you got other girls too?
No.
You know, this daughter thing, I got one wife and one daughter, and I'll tell you, Dr. Drew, it's...
Too much.
I remember when my daughter was like 6 months old, a year old, and she was teething, and my wife was having a particularly bad period. You know, not just period, but literally a period. And then when my daughter was 2, she's having a terrible twos, and my wife had just lost her cat. She was going through some emotional problems, seeing a psychologist. Then my wife had 40, and she went nuts, and my daughter became prepubescent. Now my daughter's 12 years old. She's getting breasts. My wife's going through menopause. Is there one moment in my life when some broad is not metamorphosizing into something that I can relax, watch a goddamn ball game without somebody turning into something?
I know.
She's getting breasts. She's losing breasts. She's drying up. She's getting wet. She's turning into this. Can I just relax? You know, how do guys have 2 or 3 daughters and a wife?
They don't live through it.
It's like tag team ball busting. It's
Can't imagine. No, you have to become a woman or get out of the house. That's my take on it. And what, you know, guys, all we do is get old. We're like a car. That's it. You just get old. There's no choice. We just get old. Women, they got a million faces. There's always some sort of metamorphosis.
I thought PMS was bad, but now it's like menopause, which is now she's like nice 5 days out of the month. It's exactly opposite. It just doesn't stop.
Yeah, what is that, Drew? Why are women so complicated? What is this? Some kind
It's very different.
It's like chemistry lab
It's
going on in that
interesting.
vagina.
We had a discussion at dinner tonight with my wife and another couple, talking about baby showers and wedding showers. And I said, you know, I know some kind of weird pagan ritual goes on with these things. And they're like, no. You cut the ribbons, and the number of ribbons cut determine the number of babies you're going to have. And you try to measure the girth of the woman's abdomen. Oh, it's all very fun. Then they go on to talk about how they have some strange word game which have references to the male phallus and what position the girl likes when she. I mean, it really gets pagan.
You know why
Seriously,
it gets like this? It's made up by women writers who have to write for all these bride magazines,
but how do they
marriage magazines? They need to come up. They have no more stories, so they're making up crap.
Guys are like, they're at the strip club, or they're sitting, the couple guys having a drink.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Very pragmatic.
Women, it's this fluid thing. We're cutting ribbons, and we're talking about positions.
I'll tell you. Here's the bottom line. Women aren't busy enough, and so life becomes one big ritual. It's like it really is. It's like the royal family. It's one big coronation ball after the next. Guys who work 65 hours a week, they don't have a lot of ritual. The ritual is going home, passing out, getting up, and going back to work again.
It's so true. And women seem to need to talk to other women. You know, if my wife doesn't see a friend for a couple of months, they grab each other and hug like they've been lost in the Himalayas. They start picking things out of each other's hair like baboons and looking at what they're wearing and how you do. If I don't see you for another 5 years, I'll run into you. How you doing? Are your parents dead? You still got a dog? You like the Yankees? Let's have a drink and look for broads. And that's it. We're all caught up. There's nothing else to talk about. It's like I just saw, you know. But it's just...
And you know what's always funny, too, is when the woman who hasn't seen the other woman in a few months or a few years, whenever they part, it's not without the big discussion of how they're going to get together.
Absolutely.
We are going to... This time we're really going to do it. We're going to go on that cruise. And it's like, guys don't do that. Guys like, a guy you could see your best friend you haven't seen in 5 years, you run him, all right, Herb, catch you whenever.
Absolutely.
Maybe another 5, huh?
Right.
Yeah. Looks like you put some weight on. Kaylee?
Uh-huh.
You're 18.
Yes, I am. I have a question for you guys. How is everyone doing anyway?
Good.
I have a question. The last year and a half, I've seen over 4 different psychiatrists that have diagnosed me with several different things. I've been on 9 to 10 different antidepressant medications, and I was wondering if this is bad for my body.
Why are you shopping around so much?
I don't feel comfortable with some of them. Like one of them, he was threatening me and using my problems against me. And
perfectly normal, perfectly healthy, perfectly appropriate for a psychologist to talk.
He was. I was actually a year ago when I was 17. My mother put me in a behavioral clinic, and one of the doctors would use my problems against me, saying, "Well, you're not going to be able to see your mom if you don't do this, if you don't do that." And he'd use my problems against me. He'd tell the people that worked there, you know, things that were wrong with me, things like that.
Hold on a second, Kaylee. Here's how I interpret this. She gets put in a behavioral clinic because she's completely out of control. She's spinning out. She's a little delusional. He's saying stuff like, "Listen, you know, you want to be around for you want to be unshackled for visiting hours. Then stop flinging your feces at staff members." And she takes that as being threatened against. Kaylee.
Yeah.
We don't believe you.
You don't believe me?
No, we believe you. We just don't believe either one of you.
No. No. My mom put me in a behavioral clinic because I was very depressed. Actually, my therapist had suggested I go to this clinic. And it was a clinic for people with bipolar and all sorts of things. I went there because I was very depressed. And I wasn't there for like a year. I was only there for like 2 months.
Right.
And the doctor there just said...
All right, he threatened you.
Even my mom thought he threatened me.
Okay,
Even my mom, so it's not just me. That's
all right, that's one bad doctor. How come every doctor is bad?
The last year, we've moved back and forth from Tampa to up in the Panhandle, so I've changed doctors. That's another reason.
All right, how's the Panhandle doctor doing?
Actually, I'm down in Tampa. The Panhandle doctor was okay. The first one my mom didn't like.
Hold on a second. I almost had enough.
Yeah.
Listen to me, everybody. You get like two.
Yeah.
You get 2 girlfriends that were psycho. You get 2 landlords who threw you out for no reason. You get 2 bosses that fired you even though you were the best employee. But when you start getting into like the 3rd psychologist, the fifth boss, even though you did the work of 10 men and showed up early every day, he fired you because he didn't like he was jealous. You know what I mean? Eventually, I stopped believing you after a while. Not the 15th landlord that tossed you out of their apartment. Because there's nothing in it for them. They don't just meet people and go, well, it's my 5th tenant. And each 5th one I have to toss out. No, they pray that things work out. Girlfriends, bosses, landlords, doctors, they want everything to work out. They don't make any money if you show up and get evicted, or they got to call the cops, or they got to fire you.
It's miserable for them.
Of course, if you're running a business and you train someone for 6 months and then you got to can them, you're losing money. You don't want to do it. I love when people do that. Why'd your boss fire? No reason. How come? Well, my theory is he was jealous because I was better than he was.
He was threatened by me.
More time for him to fish, I see. Yeah, you may have a point there. Yeah, maybe the honesty mixed with the work ethic, the Mormon-like work ethic, maybe that's what did it. You're right. It sure wasn't you throwing a heel kick at his head and then chucking a whiskey bottle at his girlfriend. That wasn't it? All right, so what does Kylie need to do?
Find somebody.
Find a doctor and listen to him. And if you don't believe him, that's your problem. Jake?
Yeah.
You're 14.
Yeah, hey, my health teacher, she said that if kids who masturbate, their penis might get longer. Is there any truth to that?
If that was true, mine would be snaking around the block, but I'm sure that Adam would have said the same thing. I'm sorry if I beat you to that one.
That's all right. No, I was going to say it's temporarily it gets longer, and then it shrivels back up again.
Okay, and then I have a definition.
Jake had to process that.
You had a teacher tell you that?
Yes, my teacher's an idiot.
Yep.
Is it a woman or a man?
It's a girl. All girls are idiots.
No,
I'm kidding. No,
that's not true.
Most of them.
Most, not all.
No, I have a definition for chode, too.
Oh?
Yeah.
Like here out, like where I live, everybody says it's like a mixture between like a ball of leftover poop that you didn't wipe off good enough and a piece of lint from like your underwear or whatever.
That's chode?
That's chode? Jake, where are you living so I know not to move there?
Do you want Washington?
All right. And you're in Washington State?
Yeah.
Okay. And listen,
I'm out in the boonies.
Jake, you don't have Mexicans in Washington, do you?
We have a lot of Mexicans. No, we don't have a lot, but we have some.
Well, you have 3. It seems like a lot, but I mean, you don't have a lot, do you?
There's like 4 at my school, and I don't have a very big school.
How many? Listen, 4?
Yeah, but I only have like 700 kids in my school.
All right, that's less than 1%.
4 in the whole school?
That's less than 1%. You call that a lot?
Well, I live in the country too. I don't live.
Now let's stop qualifying it. Listen, you idiot. There's not a lot of Mexicans where you live.
No, there's not.
I don't care if you live in Guadalajara and Harla. I'm making a statement, which is not a lot of Mexicans where you are. Stop arguing with me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, that's why you're confused about chode. Okay, I'm going to send a few from L.A. I'll get you straightened out in no time.
Okay, and can I say hi to my friend Alan?
No, that's impossible.
What kind of health teacher would tell a 14-year-old kid that? What kind of school? I never went to school.
That's bizarre, isn't it?
No,
female tell. When does that conversation come up? You tell the kids in the class, if you guys masturbate, it'll get longer.
I had someone named Mrs. Commissar when I was Commissar. I'm sure she's long gone because she looked like she'd died the semester before I took her. And she said to me, this is like in the 10th grade, she pulled me aside once. You know when you're young, like, I don't know, high school age or even junior high, once in a while you'll have a bizarre conversation with an adult, and you won't know what it means, and you'll never know what it means. And at the time, you're a kid, so you didn't think about it that much, but you'll still remember it now every once in a while when you're driving home late at night, and you'll think to yourself, what the F were they talking about? She pulled me aside. She said, Adam, you're a very funny guy. All the girls love you, which was she was way off on that one. And what happened? Did your parents beat you?
Really?
She said, my parents beat me. And when you say no to, did your parents beat you, it always sounds like you're lying. You know?
Well, same thing on our show. How about that?
Now, the reality is my parents...
they did the opposite.
I wish they would have beaten me once in a while. Show me a little attention. Great. No, I was never touched by my parents, ever. I mean, when it comes to beating, no one has taken less a beating from their parents than I have, because that would have required them getting up.
It's funny, it really, I'm sort of looking at what happens to kids as being traumatizing if they're hyper-aroused, meaning beaten or intruded upon or stimulated in some weird way, or hypo-aroused. They're left.
That was me.
Yeah.
Hypo.
No connection. Right.
No cable.
Both traumatizing.
Yeah. Yeah, she wanted to know if I was beaten. She mistook me for hyper-aroused when it was hypo is where I was going. All right, anyway, so I told Miss Commissar that I was beaten. But all the girls, come on. Mike?
Oh, she way off. Yeah.
You know what it's like? You know what I had? I had that cursed thing, Bobby. Maybe you've heard of it. I was one of these kids where when I was like, in my whole life, but from like 15, 16, up until like I was 28, everyone's grandmother thought I was hot. You know, I mean, like women post-menopausal were really into me and couldn't figure out why their hot young granddaughters didn't want anything to do with me. Like I had a kind of a look or an attitude. I don't know what it was. It wasn't a young, hip, whatever. It was something that reminded them of some silent movie star or something. But all the women that were like in their 50s and 60s and grandmas, they thought I was hot. Miss Commissar was, she was 74 years old. She thought I was a great piece of ass. Meanwhile, no other 15-year-old in the school would have anything to do with me, except for Stacy Mallon, except for her dad taught plastics, and I hated that guy's guts so much I wouldn't touch her.
All the girls hated me. Grandmas, young girls.
Oh,
I didn't know a lot of grandmas. You know a lot of people's grandmothers? Do you grow up like the city? Because I grew up in the suburbs where, you see somebody's parents, but you didn't see their grandmothers that often.
Well, I saw their parents, and
he was in the main streets. He was in the main streets.
Yeah, I was in North Hollywood. I'd see some older folk. We'd roll some old folk every once in a while. All right, we're going to take ourselves a little break. Bobby Slayton is our guest tonight. When we come back, we'll speak to Mark, whose pregnant wife is much hornier than usual.
Oh,
he wants to know.
That's brutal. Happened to me. Oh, it's awful.
All right, Bobby will spin his yarn about this when we come back.
Yo, Loveline will be right back, homie.
It's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Bobby Slayton is our guest tonight.
Oh, boy, if you're just tuning in, we've had a swell show today, fellas, haven't we?
Swell. 22 Skidoo. March 15th through the 19th. You can find Bobby over at the Irvine Improv.
The new Irvine Improv.
Really?
It's a big entertainment spectrum with Wolfgang Puck, so it's a big...
Really?
Oh, yeah. Big, beautiful new improv.
Is 7-8 years old now?
No. This went open like about a month or two ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they moved to a much bigger,
moved.
Better drinks, better comics,
better looking waitresses.
Oh, everything. I love Irvine. A lot of good looking people.
No, I like Irvine too. It's like clean, it's safe, and it's spread out. I like it. Everything's new.
It's very new.
Nice.
Yeah. Something nice about that.
Yeah, it is. Listen, there's a part of me that wants that sort of seedy artist underbelly, Soho, Silver Lake thing, but that part of me is about this big now.
And that really doesn't exist in Southern California anyway.
You know what was great?
New.
When I grew up in Westchester County, like Yonkers area, and it was right outside of New York City, so I take the bus down to the Yankee games in the Bronx. It was like 20, 30 minutes away, and then as soon as it was over, you go right back to the suburbs. So you get that little seedy thing, get to go to New York, and then get back out and see some trees and some animals that aren't run over.
How big is the new Irvine Improv?
Oh, it's almost 300 seats.
Wow.
And Thursday through Sunday. And then, of course, the D.C. Improv, the following week, it's the same one. So,
all right. That's a good-sized facility over there.
We lost the guy with the pregnant wife.
Oh, really? That's
you want to talk about that? Yeah.
You know,
well, go ahead. We'll talk about it anyway.
Well, let me ask you, Dr. Drew, when your wife was pregnant, did she ever get horny or no?
Third trimester.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's the worst part.
With triplets?
That is God's great joke on man.
With triplets?
No, the last time she was pregnant. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm making I'm making a point here.
Yeah.
With triplets and third trimester, it's like mounting a VW bug.
Yeah. Well, first of all, it sounds kind of silly, but knowing that your kid is in there, is kind of weird. But my wife, she's very beautiful, but when she's pregnant, I remember like the 8th month of pregnancy, and what I would do is I'd work like the Improv, and I'd come home late at night, like my parents. I'd drive around till the lights were out, and I'd try to sneak in, so hopefully she wouldn't be waiting up for me. And so one night I'd come home, and it was like, God, it was like right at the end of the pregnancy, and I come into the bedroom, there's candles lit, but she's not in there. So she comes out of the bathroom, and she's got this sexy outfit on, but with the candles on the wall. And as she walked into the shadow, it was like the beginning of Alfred Hitchcock, where you saw him walking into the... brutal.
I got to tell you, here's why I would have difficulty with the sex, especially in the third trimester. When I close my eyes and I'm in a woman, my head, it's like that scene from Clockwork Orange, where they have his Roddy McDowell's eyes pinned open with the toothpicks, and they're showing that montage of goose-stepping Nazis and flowers blooming and dogs humping. When I'm inside a woman and I close my eyes, all bets are off. I got Vietnam and Grandma. Everything's going on. And so if
Vietnam and Grandma.
If my son was in there, I would close my eyes. It'd immediately be like one of those sonograms. I would see my penis going into the kid's mouth.
Do you ever?
I really would. And I would say I felt something weird.
Do you ever close your eyes during sex?
Yes. Yeah. It's not good.
No matter what.
If I am inside of a woman, and it's very rare that I am, but if I close my eyes, immediately something goes on. I'm either back in high school or, it's whoever's on top of me or I'm on top of it immediately is someone else.
Yes, I see.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, you're reliving some trauma.
It's important for me to keep my eyes open and just focus on, like, a notch in the headboard or something. I can't close my eyes. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, get better-looking women that you don't mind looking at.
You're right. That's a good point.
That might be...
Keep my eyes open. I wouldn't have to have those Vietnam...
That'll freak him out, too, though, if he's going to go good-looking women. Like, oh, my God.
Mike, yeah, I'll be suspicious. I'll lose my erection because of suspicion. Hey, wait a minute. What are you doing under me? This is not right. What's going on here? Mike?
Yeah, hi.
You're 21. What's up?
I kind of got a problem here. About the last 6 months, I haven't been able to keep an erection while having sex. It'll be about a minute into it, and it just goes down.
Are you on any medication?
No, I'm not on no medication.
Do you have any medical problems?
Not that I know of.
Same person?
Same person, yeah, for 3 years.
And has anything going on in that relationship? Any problems?
No, about a year ago we had a kid together, but, other than that, no strain on the relationship.
Where's the kid? Still got him?
Huh?
Still got the kid?
Yeah.
All right. What's going on in the background there? Is it a compressor or something?
That's a soda machine. I'm at work.
Wow, it's one hell of a soda machine.
No, photo.
A photo?
No, soda.
Soda.
Why don't you shut up, Drew? I was right the first time. What the hell is it? Like a Briggs and Stratton powering that Pepsi machine? What's going on over there? Are you in the soda machine?
No, the phone's pretty close to it.
Okay, well, see if you can't duck around the hall. What, you work at a food joint?
No, actually, I'm just in the break room.
I see. What kind of work do you do?
Security officer.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. People aren't thrilled with that. Hey, Mike?
Yeah.
Drew?
Yeah.
Pay attention, would you?
I'm listening.
What's up? Answer his question.
I
Make it
think
good.
there's something going on in the relationship. That's all. I mean, either you're anxious about it happening again, or it has happened. You know, the fact that it has happened made you anxious enough to be concerned that it would happen again, that it now is happening again, or there's something going on between the two of you, or there's a medical problem. I mean, you ought to get that checked out.
Also, you know, if it does stay erect, it don't even last but a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
That's all you need.
Well, that's all I need. I mean, what about her, though? She needs more than that.
Listen, she wants oral sex, Mike.
Oh, I can give her that, too.
You can?
Yeah, I do.
All right, well, give her plenty of that. Does she have an orgasm?
Yeah.
When you were having intercourse?
Well, yeah, if it stays up.
Really? All right. All right, I don't know. Drew, what should he do?
Look,
Drew doesn't care.
no, I care. He's not to give us any information to go on. If everything's perfect in the relationship, well, no, it's not perfect. Something's going on. And if not, then he needs to see a doctor.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's standing too close to the soda machine. Can that affect
The
your
radiation?
penis?
Sure.
Yeah. Christine,
Yeah?
you're 25?
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, God, I'm nervous. I wanted to talk about some sexual stuff that I've done with my pets. When I was growing up, I did it with my dog, and then I just did it with my cat today.
What'd you do?
Like put food down there so they'd lick it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Down there, you mean in that furry kitty bowl you wear on yourself there?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
What does that do for you?
I don't know. I don't want to do it, but
Yeah. I didn't want to do it either, but what are you going to do?
Wish my wife would do that for me. Put all food down there and just...
Put like a cannoli down
Yeah,
there?
it's great. Make her happy, make me happy.
Hey, Christine?
Yeah?
You're fairly disturbed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when a guy does this, we're like, hey, knucklehead, knock it off. Woman does that, it's like, whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
It's time to be institutionalized.
Well, no. What
come
happened?
on.
What happened to you, Christine?
I didn't really have a happy childhood, but,
What happened?
well, nothing in particular. My mom's
Really?
an alcoholic.
Your mom's an alcoholic?
Yeah, my dad wasn't really around,
Where was he?
working.
Yeah, no physical or sexual abuse?
No, not that I remember.
What kind of dog you have?
Well, it was when I was a kid.
What were your first, how old were you when you have your first memories? You said not that you remember any physical or sexual abuse.
Of the dog?
No. Do you remember your childhood?
Only parts of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always bad.
Yeah, what parts are missing?
Here's the problem. You don't forget the good stuff. You only forget the bad stuff. It's like, and women are just the opposite when they get old. They only remember the bad stuff once you get married, right?
That's
true. Your wife only remembers the bad stuff? Only the bad stuff. But as a child, you just forget the bad stuff. But don't worry. It's forcing you to put the cow can on your cow crotch and have your dog lick it up.
Have you had any relationships with men or women?
Yeah.
How have they been?
If I used to end them because they were too good, I just end them.
If they got too good?
Yeah.
How long was the longest you were able to stay in a relationship?
Like 3 years.
And that was an okay relationship?
Yeah.
No abuse or anything?
No, just a little distant.
A little distant.
Yeah.
And then after 3 years maybe got kind of close?
No.
With those dog years?
Hey, Christine, you get your cat and your dog to do this?
Well, I just did it with my cat for the first time today.
As a cat, huh? Yeah, it's like, I know. Did you have an orgasm?
Oh, yeah.
What?
You did? You really had an orgasm?
It's just, I hate to be funny about something like this, but it really does point out how lame human males are.
Why?
You can get the cat to do it, never done it before.
Right.
Just right. Dog, no problem. Male?
That's right.
Forget it.
That's right. High school guy would have screwed it up.
That's not true.
Christine?
Uh-huh.
How long, seriously, how long can you keep a cat down there? You can't make a cat do anything for any period of time. Did it hang out there long enough to give you an orgasm?
Yeah.
How long is that?
Not too long.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
All right. Well,
All right. And what'd you put down there?
Christine, what's going on in your life right now? Do you have friends?
I'm a recovering addict.
What
boy.
was drug of choice?
Hey, Christine, don't ever buy a parrot.
What was your drug of choice?
Marijuana.
That's it?
Yeah.
Pot. And you working with a sponsor now?
Yeah.
Have you done your first step?
Kinda.
How about you? So you haven't?
I didn't write it down.
Kinda.
You certainly haven't done a fourth step yet, right?
No.
Do you have a therapist?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you talk to your therapist about
Well,
this?
I want to know can she turn me in if I tell her?
No. To who? Betty White?
No, like the police or something.
No. Hey, listen. I don't tell everything to my shrink. You don't have to tell him about the cat.
That's why your therapy's not working. Listen, anything that makes you feel shame, you got to bring it out.
Oh,
yes, that's
please.
Hey, that's the drill. That is what that's about. The more shame, the more you got to go after it.
No way. I go there. Hey, everything's going great. Hey,
at least their pets are happy.
I'm like, I talk about the Lakers, 18 games straight. Shaquille did a double-double.
And she's going to need to tell her sponsor when she gets to the fourth step. So you might as well...
No, you don't have to tell your sponsor about your cat going down on you.
You got to tell the sponsor everything. And that's the job. The job of the sponsor is to unconditionally accept someone.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And you know Christine... She's probably not like a supermodel or something. She's going to tell her sponsor, and the sponsor's just going to get a look going. I mean, listen, halfway into that story, I would just run out of the room. Depending on what... let me have...
Depending on what she looks like.
Christine, Christine?
Yeah?
You a big gal?
No.
No?
No. Well, 5'7".
5'7"?
Yeah.
Yeah, how much you weigh?
135.
Ooh. Yeah. All right. And you attractive?
Yeah, I don't have any trouble getting guys.
You don't?
No.
No, sure. You just spill some beer down there. Right?
All right.
Okay, Christine.
Just stay with your treatment team. No. Yeah, just stay with the therapist. Stay with the sponsor. Keep doing the daily work. Something is going on that you're expressing right now. It's some, something, some burgeoning feeling, something you're avoiding, something, and get that on the table.
And listen to me. I don't have any problem. Any whack jobs who call this show and have complaints about the cat or the dog being used, I could care less. That doesn't mean anything. When they'll put maggots on people to eat the infection. Mm-hmm. What are we gonna do? Have the maggots sue? You know what I mean? Or who cares? We got to use animals. we need to use them. We send monkeys into space and we send cats in the crotch. That's fine with me. Believe me, the cat's happy. You can't get a cat to do anything it doesn't want to do. And if you... Anderson just said it tastes like fish, so what the hell? You probably didn't have to spill anything down there. The point is, if you're doing something you want to do and no one ever informs you otherwise, how is it exploitation? Do you know what I'm saying? All right, the cat's fine. We'll take ourselves a little break. We'll be back.
Let's take a ride.
It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That is Drew. Bobby Slayton is our guest tonight. BobbySlayton.com is where you can find Rage and Bully, his CD. Also, you can find him down at the Irvine Improv.
Oh, I'm so busy. And, of course, Politically Incorrect on Thursday. You've done that show a bunch of times, haven't you?
Probably 10, I'd say. I've done that show like 3 times in the last 4 months or something ridiculous. And, that's right. I'm doing their Oscar night party live field correspondent thing.
Cool. For PI?
Yeah. Although I forgot to get the night off.
Where are you going to be talking to people? Are you going to be at the Oscars interviewing?
I'm going to be at the House of Blues after party, chatting it up.
And they're going to do a live PI.
They're going to do like an hour-long live PI. Well, let's see. Oscars are what time out here? Because they go they're like
earlier.
Well, whatever the F it is, it's 1 hour PI. They cut away to me 4 or 5 times.
Oh, you're doing interviews, I see.
And then I throw the mic on the ground, start getting drunk, and actually, go to a party because, we do TV shows and radio and all that stuff. We never go to any parties, Oscars, Emmys, whatever, Grammys. We're here.
I never go to
every
parties
time.
at all. I don't like. You know what? When I go to parties, it sucks because I have to take my wife. I think she gets mad because I don't talk to her.
Yeah, I know.
But I always have to talk to you. The reason I'm at a party, if I wanted to talk to you, I'd stay home. You ever get that, Drew? But it's a party. Well, I didn't have fun. You were talking to other people. People I never see. I always see you. I have nothing to say to you.
I do that to my wife.
I have fought with... No, you don't. I have fought with every girlfriend I've ever had about this topic, which is we go to the party,
And to me, it's like it's like a search party. It's like, hey, you go that way, I'll go this way, and we'll meet by the bar in about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Synchronized watches. Just don't blow anybody.
Right.
Or if you do, don't tell. Go inside, would you? Not by the barbecue or the fountain. And let's just go, because we just drove over for an hour in the car. We're going to drive home for an hour back, and then we're going to climb into the same bed together. Plus, it's always a bitch because in Bobby, you know this, and Drew, you know it too. You're going to be modest, but it's true. Everyone's a personality in this room. Everyone does TV shows and radio shows. People come up to you. You cannot remember their name for the life of you, right? But you do remember, all you know is you should know this guy's name because it's Rick Unger, some executive from New World that you met 2 years ago or 3 years ago.
That name?
Because
that was 5 years ago.
Because I ran into Rick Unger and didn't remember his name Saturday at the Man Show.
Oh, my God.
The point is if you're standing next to your wife and you're getting a long discussion with Rick Unger, and you can't remember Rick Unger's name, you can't introduce him to your wife. And then your wife is getting pissed off.
Well, she's supposed to know. My wife does this just to bust my balls, but she's supposed to know. Oh, hi, I'm Bobby's wife, Teddy. And, I thought you guys knew each other, of course. And then he'll introduce himself. And
yeah, but they always drop that ball. They always screw that up.
We actually huddle and discuss it beforehand. Like, look, if you don't see me introduce you immediately, you put your hand out and introduce yourself.
I've had that conversation with every girlfriend, and they always screw it up.
They can lead it out for you. They can and your name is, so that you get the name.
I know,
so
but
you're fine.
Listen, best way to do it is just, go help yourself to the mixed nut bowl, and I'm going to go over here, and it's a party, and we should do this. And I just got to the point where I didn't want to bring girlfriends to the party because it was just too big a pain in the ass. Always, how many parties, and Drew, be honest, how many parties, what percentage of parties that you attended with your wife, girlfriend, or significant other, on how many occasions were you arguing on the drive home from that party? 75, 80%?
Every party.
75, 80 is that's a low, very, very modest estimation.
Or you see all these women that you probably could have nailed or at least met if you weren't married, so you're mad at her because I couldn't talk to this woman. Or a woman comes up to talk to you and you couldn't talk to because you're with your wife. I don't want it.
Some ex-boyfriend of hers comes rolling in. I mean, there's a million scenarios, none of them good. That's the point.
That's why I don't go to parties.
Good man. Mark?
Yeah.
You're 26. What's up?
Well, let's see. Let's begin with the wife here. Her sex drive wasn't too good in the very beginning. She finds out she's pregnant, and the thing just blows up like a atom bomb.
I see.
Her sex drive.
Oh, God.
Thank God you raped her that time, so you can have a young child.
How far into her pregnancy is she?
She's 2 months into it right now.
Well, that probably is the progesterone. Some of it is the progesterone, which has some male hormone type effects on the female. And some of it is the congestion in that area from the pressure of a big baby leaning down on the pelvis. So things are kind of swollen and stimulated all the time. Now, that part hasn't even hit yet, so that may come later.
Oh, boy.
Oh, joy.
All right, well, hey.
Drew, what's the least offensive sexual position once a woman is really showing?
I think it depends.
You know what I mean?
I think it depends on the couple.
Yeah, I mean, like, doggy's good because you can't see what's going on. There's nothing in the small of her back. On the other hand, it's a little offensive to take a woman who's 8.5 months pregnant to sort of turn her on all fours, And can you get into that dirty talk? Oh yeah.
I don't know. I have one kid. It's been 11 years, so I've blocked that out of my head.
Yeah, it's good.
I did too. It's very.
You guys did that?
I can't remember a thing about.
Very smart. Stephanie.
Yeah.
I remember as if it was yesterday, and I don't even have kids.
30 seconds, Stephanie.
You're 15.
This is the deal. I was thinking about trying the Atkins diet because I've been trying to lose weight for a while.
How much do you weigh?
151.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
You know what? I'm going to give a plug here. My dietitian at drdrew.com comes on. I think she's on Thursday night at 6, if I remember right, Pacific time. Check out. And she wrote several health-wise articles in the diet and fitness area at drdrew.com. They give you some good ideas that are healthy about losing weight. If not there, then actually see a dietitian. That's really the way to go.
Listen, hey, Stephanie.
Yeah, what's up?
You're barely overweight.
No, I am.
Okay, just listen. Just cut back on the carbs.
I have done that.
Good.
I tried everything. I live in a dorm, and so it's kind of hard to
exercise, and moderate.
That's
It's hard,
right.
but you got to moderate.
And speed. All right. Thank you. We'll take a break. everybody. There it is, the end of another fabulous show. BobbySlayton.com is where you can find Raging Bully.
Wow, and thanks for having me, fellas.
Thanks, Bobby. And again at the Irvine Improv, 15th through the 19th. That is this weekend. And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo. I just got done whacking off to my mom.
Well, now.
This has been Loveline. The stuff expressed on Loveline is not necessarily the stuff of the staff, management, sponsors.